flock together. This is your review for 2. Good day, my name is Joe. Today we'll be going over Flock Together and how it plays with 2 players. Now Flock Together is a 1 to 5 player cooperative game where you'll be each controlling a chick in kind of the RPG style in a way where you'll be leveling up this chick to a hen or rooster, defeating predators along the way, eating grubs, leveling up, and hopefully by the end you've defeated the 4th predator. So let's see a little bit more how to play. So in Flock Together, as I said, everybody's going to start off with one character with their chick in front of it, and they're just going to be fed just one food a turn. Now, food in this game is a vital resource where you need food to attack some of the predators and some of the grubs out here, and that's kind of how you win and progress the game. But as a chick, you don't have much health, so you also need food to eat and forage. So this game is a worker placement. The game is played over 3 seasons. Each season has 7 turns, or 7 little rounds, and each round you're going to get 2 turns. So for round 1, each player is going to go do 2 actions, worker placement type actions. They can move around the board, eat, feed, forage, do these different actions around the board. And then it'll be the next player's turn. So you'll go across these with the different weather decks as you progress through the game. Hopefully you're getting stronger. You can eat and level up your chick when you've eaten enough food. But each season, the predators are also going to get a little bit stronger. So it's a good try to take out the predators when you can, when they're young, also maybe when you're young as well, but you won't have as much health or as many resources to deal with. So it's a worker placement game where we'll be going through the different seasons and turns, and hopefully by the end of the fall, which is the 3rd round of the game, you've defeated the last predator. So let's see a little bit more what I thought about the game. So the rules and references to this game I think are pretty easy. I think it is easy to get this game to the table. There really aren't that many rules because the few icons there are very straightforward. They're at the bottom of every player board. There's about 7 to 8 actions at the bottom. You just choose 2 for your turn and move on. Very straightforward. I like everything about the rules and references, which also leads me into the components. And I will say this is a very well produced game. Now I wouldn't tout that about, every game that I've played, even though they've been great. I love all these tokens. I love these eggs. These flipboards are great for the predators and the chicks themselves. Just the components in this game, they really did knock it out of the park with the production value of this game. Setup and table size. Setup really isn't going to take you too long. You kind of just flip open the chick book, the chicken book, put a couple health on your mat, and you're kind of ready to go. The rest is shuffling 2 decks of cards and really deciding which of the predators are going to go out there. And you don't know what the final predator is going to be. Table size, you could probably fit this on a 3x3 with 2, but it'd be very close. So let's go into the gameplay. In this game, it's fun to level up the character. It kind of just feels nice. But I did want a little bit more. Each time you level up, you get a little bit more health. You get to attack a little bit harder, and you get another ability. Now there's 3 different levels to this game. You start as a chick, you migrate to, or you feed it into that middle, and then you finally become a hen or a rooster, where you do get that final level and you get all 3 of your abilities. I almost wanted a little bit more. Each one of the characters felt a little bit set. I really did like the backstories on these, but the gameplay itself, leveling up your character was really neat. You are on a timer. So it's not just a relaxing game. The earlier you can beat these predators, the better, because they're also going to level up. They're going to hit harder. They're going to do more stuff. And the final predator is always going to start at that level 3 of the 3rd season and really give you a good run for your money. But the gameplay itself, this is where it just kind of fell a little bit flat. Every player has 2 actions they can do on their turn. Sometimes the actions would be as simple as moving and foraging. And that was your turn. It just kind of felt bad. You do get a campfire, so you can once every 7 rounds, you can do 1 extra action. But it feels bad when you're really just foraging for the turn, or eating then eating. It has some... It just didn't feel exciting to do my turn. I never feel like, ooh, here's going to be an exciting turn. It was a little bit basic as far as the actions themselves go. What I did really like was kind of the food management. You did have to eat your food to do certain attacks, to level up, to eat, to fight these grubs. So you did have a resource management type, and it was kind of neat. When you become older in that 2nd and 3rd stage, instead of just getting the food for free, you actually had to lay eggs, and then those eggs could turn into food. And there's different cards that could, you could use eggs in different ways. And so there is a kind of a neat mechanic. It's fun to see how many eggs you want to turn into food and such. But as far as the gameplay and what is in the game, it just felt a little stale when we were thinking, oh, I have 2 turns. I need to level up, and I guess I'll just spend my whole turn eating. It wasn't exciting. You didn't get that feel of, I'm going to go adventure over here, because the 3 predators that are face up are already known. It's only that 4th predator that remains unknown until the other ones are defeated. So when you venture outside of the coop and maybe defeat that predator, you're kind of at a crossroads of, well, do I just sit here and forage and level up until I'm the hen or rooster? Or do I need to go back to the coop and level up and maybe defeat some of these grubs and heal up? It kind of felt like you were pigeonholed a little bit into what you can do. And like I said, the game itself, there's a lot of good game in here. It just didn't quite capture the active gameplay. We've played 3 games and they all kind of felt the same after the while. We would gang up on one, we would defeat it, we would basically try to level up as high as we could until we needed to defeat another one who would probably be level 2, and then maybe during that summer season, we'd be able to defeat the last predator, and then we'd really try to do what we could to get this, the final one. It kind of is very formulaic as well, which is really unfortunate because this game has so much potential as far as the components, what you're doing. I hate to harp back into the components, but they're all a lot of fun to play with. The tactile feel of all these things are just a lot of fun. Flipping over your health tiles when you take damage. Anything you get to do in this game is a lot of fun, but the actions themselves just don't feel that well to perform. So is this game good for 2? And we do like this game for 2. It's just going to be longer with more people. We've played 3 games. We've played 2 sets where we've all controlled 1 chicken each, and then once where we controlled 2 each. And it made it a little bit more thinky. There was a little bit more play in between the chickens, which was kind of nice. This game does play well at 2. I still just don't know if I can recommend it at 2. It's not one of our favorite games. It's not going to be a go-to, but I just really appreciate all the time and effort that went into this game, because you can tell just the artwork is nice. It just feels nice to do everything, but the actual gameplay, it was just missing something. When you do defeat some of these predators, you get a decent sized reward at the end, but it still just, for some reason, doesn't feel satisfying. It doesn't give you that RPG feel on leveling up and progressing. Just because you defeated a predator, you don't get experience. You then have to eat food, which is how you attack and how you heal. So you have this one resource that's healing, attacking, and leveling up. You have to choose which one. and leveling up just kind of seems like the more natural way to go about things, so you're more powerful and you can take out these creatures and predators. But at 2, this is a good game. Just didn't quite hit the mark that we wanted it to, but I appreciate the effort that went into this game because we really liked all the components. We liked the feel of the game, but the gameplay itself just didn't quite hit for us. So it's a good game for 2, but I can't recommend this for the hardcore gamer who wants a really good game to sink their teeth into. So hope you guys enjoyed the review, and until next time.